Got a question here by Sabarani. What is your forecast for the property market in Sydney in the next 12 to 18 months? That's a big question. I'll tackle this question by drawing a graph. So here's my graph, and this is the property value, and this is time. So this is Sydney's property market over the last, say, 10 years. So there are some increases steadily and some decreases, but overall it's trending upwards. Right now it's June 2024, and I see there is a slight correction, about 10 to 15% drop in property prices, but it is not crashing. Now obviously there's got to be people in the comments that are doomsayers and then, oh, there's a recession, blah, 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 blah. Ignore them. Now, as I was saying, there will be a correction. So for example, if your property is about 1.1 over here, it might be worth, for example, 900 over here. And the reason I don't think the property would, go straight down and tank is because underneath here, this is called demand. There's a lot of people with money, with a pre-approval, who's ready to buy once it hits that price. Me, myself, a lot of clients, friends, whatever, we are ready to buy once it hits that price. So with this steady demand, this price dip will always be maintained at somewhere here. And once the Reserve Bank has reached its 2 to 3% inflation target, they'll start to decrease interest rates, which is the cash rate. Now the people here who are basically, probably capped with their borrowing capacity, which is waiting down here, with the interest rates decreasing, you'll see that their borrowing power starts to increase, right? And therefore their demand for property, which was originally at this price, will be around here. And as the Reserve Bank controls inflation and interest rates starts to come down a bit, the property price will start to go up again. So forget about those who say, the property's going to collapse, it's going to crash. That's bullshit. Unemployment rate is at the lowest at the moment. That's the reason why the Reserve Bank of Australia is increasing rates, because a lot of us have a lot of fucking money in our bank account. I like to rephrase that. I would say not a lot of people, a lot of homeowners. During the COVID pandemic, there was no holidays, no nothing. A lot of people are cashed up. So even with the interest rates going up to 6 to 6.5%, those people can weather it. So don't be afraid to buy property that is around this dip, because eventually, once the cash rate is decreased, these type of people will have more borrowing power and they'll start to fight for property, which will then increase the property prices. Hopefully that answers your question.